This episode of The Modern Rogue brought to you by Privacy.
Head on over to privacy.com/rogue. That's ROGUE. Sign up for the service and you'll get $5 of real US money to spend on whatever you want. Dude, you know where we are, right?
Yeah.
You know what that means, right?
It's time.
What do you think we're gonna learn today? Oh, dude, do you think we'll learn the two-handed broadsword? Got you. Buckler defense. Betrayal.
What's happening?
They're not even armed. I still feel like they're gonna take us.
What? I don't understand. I'm afraid, Brian.
Maybe the lesson is how to hit a moving target?
Why would they think we're capable of this?
Please say that is how to hit a moving target.
Don't let go of the sword. All right, we are back at the Austin Historical Weapons Guild with Anthony and Anna. No swords today. What's that about? We're learning ballet?
Hey man, sooner or later, James Bond has to go undercover with some ballet company. He has to know what he's up to.
That's a good point. And the grace of a ballet can help us be more efficient killers.
I'm told that if you're graceful, that's good. I wouldn't know.
Graceful. Let's do it.
Yes, we're doing ballet today, and this is sort of an extension of the last time that we danced together and we did Renaissance, because ballet is absolutely rooted in Renaissance dance. You've got Renaissance dance, just like we were doing in the courts, and then somewhere around the time of Louis XIV, who was like the ultimate theater kid, he says, cool, I have so much money, my parents have a huge basement, like put on our own shows. Then he really starts making ballet codified, and he starts packaging it in nice little manuals and spreading the French culture out across Europe.
All right, what's the first thing we have to know?
So the very first thing that you do in ballet is you do bar work. So bar, two R's and an E, not bar.
I was about to say, here's my bar work, it's pretty good.
Brian is known for being good at the bar and on the streets.
So we start at the bar. Here's our bar work. Ballet is a perfect encapsulated scaffold teaching system that gets you warmed up literally from head to toe so that by the end of class you can be doing leaps and partnering and all kinds of stuff. It all starts here.
When you say scaffold, you mean metaphoric scaffold or literal scaffolding?
That's next class.
Okay,
so
fair.
Today we're going to start at the bar. I'm going to push Anthony to the other side here. We're going to start with your left hand on the bar. So I'm going to pull you all the way down here.
All right,
You're going to start with your left hand on the bar.
Okay.
Left hand on the bar.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to walk over here so you guys can face me. So go ahead and face me.
That was
Cool.
easy.
Yeah.
That was way easier than I thought.
You're dancing already. It's fantastic.
I don't know.
The very first thing, even standing and how close you are to the bar matters. So I'm going to have you guys scoot away just a little bit so you can't touch.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, scoot
You're
away
gonna
from
have
each
your
other?
arms out,
Oh.
and we're just gonna do this. Doot, 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 until your hand just rests. So even a little closer. So you want the palm of your hand there. Oh yeah, it's just so casual, so natural.
This feels natural, yes.
Exactly, good.
Just let it
Heels
happen.
together, toes out. Now in first position, you do not want to extend past what your personal turnout is. Exactly. So our heels together, our toes out in what's a comfortable position. You don't want to feel any strain on the inside of your knees. If you go past that and you start to feel strain, you know that's too far. So we're making kind of like a slice of pizza here, right? With our feet, this is your home slice. This is where you stay. This is where all of your directionality from the side and everything comes from, all right? So now that I've told you how to touch the bar, I want you to stop touching the bar. We're gonna have our arms down. All right, now I think we talked about kumquat in the armpit when we did Renaissance dance.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they talk about having a little bit of air between your arms. So you can think about maybe having like a little tiny kumquat in your armpit.
Man, I'm
you don't
always
wanna be-
thinking about a little
Are you?
tiny kumquat
Yeah.
in my armpit.
It's the old kumquat in the armpit trick. We're back to kumquats in the armpits. So we have that little bit of space, right? And you want to have a heavy feeling hand so that you don't end up here, kind of like in this awkward. So you want to feel like your hands are a little bit heavy. Yeah, so it pulls your elbows down. So you're almost completely straight. This is where you start. This is your preparation. In ballet, there's a lot of etiquette. So this is you saying, hi, I'm at the bar. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to learn. I'm not doing this.
Right.
Right? Respect. We're going to do a port de bras, which is a carriage of the arms. We're going to come up, not above our sternum, because we want to look lean and tall. We're going to open up. Let this hand very lightly touch the bar where we had it. Now we're ready to do stuff. So we're gonna start with pliés. Plié means to bend. That's all we're doing. Super simple. We're gonna bend and stretch.
I'm waiting for the part where we get betrayed because everything sounds very simple so
Yeah.
far.
Well, that would be now because you wanna keep your heels on the floor, right?
Oh,
I'm in my 40s. It's all just a question of
Oh,
what goes
dear.
wrong first.
So we're doing a demi-plie, which is a half bend.
Okay.
So we don't want our heels to come off the floor. So when
Oh.
your body says, oh, that's it, When you feel that sensation that you want to lift your heels off, you stop. So this is our demi
Do
plie.
you do the wet butt out thing?
There's no wet butt here.
Okay.
Right? Ballet and Messer are very far apart.
I
on
might
that.
have sat in some water.
That's going to be a detriment for you. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
So in first position, I want my shoulders to be over my hips. How do I do this? By opening up my thighs to make space, because my pelvis is very like stretchy, stringy, if I give it the space to do so. So my shoulders just ride my hips, my thighs open up to make space.
Should I be feeling it in my lower back?
No. So
Okay.
what you can do here is you can think about something that we do talk about sword technique is belly button to spine.
Right.
Yes.
Suck
So
it in.
now you're engaged.
Right.
So now as you bend and open those thighs,
Right.
here. So
Ooh.
rise up,
Yes.
now bend. There it is.
Okay.
Yeah. And what helps you is opening your thighs, thinking about opening up those,
Oh,
yes.
so it's okay to go more bow-legged even.
As long as your heels stay on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heels on the ground. That's about as far
This
as I
is,
go.
ballet becomes a game of concentration, like if this then that, if this then that, if this then that, right?
Right.
Cool. So we're gonna do a little bit of a ballet combination here. We're just gonna do 4 of those demi pliés. Peachy, right? It's fine.
I just did like 5.
Okay.
This is used car
I'm glad
salesman
that
talk.
you are an A student and practicing in between.
Said I was an A student.
Gold star. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start in this preparation,
Okay.
right? We're gonna breath, yay! Our arm is out in second. We're just gonna do 4 pliés in first. Then we're gonna change it up. It's gonna get a little bit scary, but not too much. We're gonna step out to second. I'm adjusting both of my feet, if you see. I'm not just stepping out here because that gets me far away from the bar. So I'm moving both of my feet so that my heels are a little bit wider than my sits bones,
Got it.
right? My belly button goes to spine, my shoulders ride my hips. I'm just gonna bend 4 times, keeping my heels on the floor.
Oh, there we
So
go.
it's a
How
demi,
about that?
so it's small, really small. So too low.
Too low.
Now you're getting into a grand plie.
Okay.
I just realized I probably shouldn't be grasping like my life depends on it.
No. There's actually a thing we call that, it's called a death grip. Please don't have a death grip on the bar.
Okay.
Once we've done 4 in second, I'm gonna face so you guys can see me and easily follow. This outside foot, I'm gonna take and cross it so my heel and big toe are now best friends. Yeah, cool. And we're just gonna do 4 pliés from here. Now, do you see what happens to your arms? You guys are now Tyrannosaurus Rex arms.
Yes.
Is that bad?
It's bad. Yeah. As we adjust from second, I'm going to move both of my feet so I can maintain this almost extended arm.
Got it.
It's going to be the most fun you've ever had in your whole life. Let's go ahead and do it with music.
I was just thinking that.
Okay.
So the biggest thing you can think about is that belly button to spine and opening up those thighs to avoid that butt coming out.
Right.
If you try and stay in, your butt has nowhere to go, but you're asking your body to continue to go down, so you have to do this. If I open up those thighs, I kind of activate my elastic connections in my pelvis, and I can stay straight up and down. So here we are, heels together, arm up, breathe. It's fun. And demi and stretch. Demi and stretch. Belly button to spine. Demi and stretch. And demi and stretch. Step out to second. Adjust both of your feet. And opening up those thighs. Knees over the toes. And up. And plie. So don't let that butt go out. And yes. And plie and stretch. That outside foot, heel and big toe become best friends. You cross into 5th. Here we go. And plie and stretch. Open up those thighs. You're in a cross position now. It's a little harder, so your butt really wants to shoot back. Plie, stretch, plie, and stretch.
This music does not appropriately reflect how my knees feel right now.
We're finished our combination. So etiquette says we release the bar and we come back to a finished position, just like you would finish on stage, and you show your teacher, I'm done. And then I say relax, and then you get to go.
Yeah, I can tell my form is bad because I feel everything tightening in my back. It's really hard to keep that butt from sticking out. I don't know, man. It's, I guess, we're old.
Is everything supposed to hurt?
But I mean,
Yeah, so
I
if
guess
your
we just
knees
do
hurt,
less.
shorten up your 5th.
Okay.
Because you were really turned out, and I was questioning whether I believed you that your knees were actually over your toes. So that means you need to bring up your fifth. If fifth is like I don't, that's not real. Look where your toes are and look where your knee's going. Your knee literally can't go over your toes there.
I used to perform with the Jim Rose Freak Show. I was the badass ballet, is what they call me. Yeah,
so those are
never heard of it.
pliés.
Those are pliés.
What next do we learn?
Next, we're going to move on to tendus. So tendu means to stretch. We're stretching. We're thinking
Now
about,
we get to stretch.
not like you think.
Yeah, that is.
Stretching in ballet, you want to think about this stretch starting from your hip, even though it's going to look like it's super focused on your feet. All right?
Right.
But in ballet, we want to think about being long, graceful. You're dancing beyond your reach, right? So when we do this stretch through, I want you to think about it originating all the way up here and not just from your feet. So we're going to take that first position again. So you want your arm to be in this, just like everything about ballet is counterintuitive, right? You're sweating, you're working so hard, but part of it is like, I am so relaxed while I feel pain, right? That's what ballet.
That's the song
yeah.
I'll sing to myself
Good.
when I go to sleep tonight.
In your nightmares. I've just given you nightmare fuel. So from first position, we're gonna be doing some one leg work now. Even though our toes are not gonna leave the floor, it's going to feel like a balance. So we're starting with our right leg as our working leg. Our left side is our supporting side. What I'm gonna ask you guys to do is kind of like this little Michael Jackson moment where you're gonna take this supporting hip and you're gonna shift it, boop, over your supporting ball of the foot.
Like we're smooth criminals.
Exactly.
Ooh.
But,
Scoundrels, you might say.
but you want your shoulders to ride your hips. My hips move, but my shoulders go with it. So I'm not breaking my line, right?
Okay.
This is so that I can balance. I can say this to older people that you can understand what a plumb line is, because when I tell this to my children's ballet, they go, what?
What's a plumb line?
Yeah, plums on a line. So you have a plumb line.
I don't know, I'm just going with it.
You have a plumb line that goes from your hip. I shift so that it goes over the ball of my foot. Now I'm in a balance. Now I can do whatever I want with this outside leg because I'm taking all of my weight over a center space. We're gonna do that first port de bras again. Carriage of the arms, up and out. Our hand is on the bar. We shift. This working leg, this right leg, I'm gonna mirror you, is going to push forward. I wanna see the inside of your heel with a straight leg. You're gonna point, come back to that half and in. So I'm stretching out to this half. I can see the inside of my heel. I push out to my point. My baby toe pulls me back to first position.
Oh, so you drag back.
Yep. Now, you want your foot to have a love affair with the floor. I love the floor loves my foot. I just wanna like massage it, massage it, massage it. What makes this uncomfortable and terrible and very, very pretty is that I wanna see the inside of your heel all the time, right? Yep, so don't, yes. So the inside of my heel pushes forward, my baby toe pulls me back to come back to this first position.
Okay.
Got it.
It's wonderful and terrible.
Yep.
We're gonna do 4 to the front, we're gonna do 4 to the side, we're gonna do 4 to the back, and we're gonna do 4 to the side.
Super easy, right?
Super easy.
I'm only sweating because I sweat when things are really easy. It's a weird condition I have.
Yeah.
So now
That
you
means
guys,
he's acing it, honestly.
when you go to the side, you're going off of your home slice lines. I'm following the line of my toes. I don't want to go to that Da Vinci straight side because that's not real,
Right.
right? So I'm following my home slice and staying square with my shoulders and my hips to my front. Now
Belly
you go to the
button
back. It's going to feel really terrible. As I tendu back, my baby toe now leads me back, and my toe is on my center line, on my spine, in line with your butt crack. And then my heel pushes forward to come back to first. So baby toe takes me back, my heel pushes me back. And then we'll go to the side. The whole point is we want to stretch. We want to keep straight legs. There's
Got
no
it.
bending. Now you kind of understand why I say it starts from the hip. It
Yeah.
stretches from the hip.
When we go forward, it's just a straight line forward, or we don't
So
sweep
we're
around?
fine. We don't sweep around, but you do
Okay.
cross over a little bit because I'm trying to find my center line.
Right.
In ballet, there are definitely lots of different styles, just like in swords, right? So in ballet, there are some ballet styles that will go out from the hip, and there are some ballet styles that come to the center line. I prefer the center line. So you have a lot of different styles, and there are small differences in how we label things, as well as how we use our heads and how we do some of these placements. So we're gonna do this with music.
Okay.
Because we're in an adult setting, you can breathe, make noises, and swear, because that's how I run my ballet class. But if this was a traditional one, you better look like you're having a good time and being graceful.
Plastic grins, people. Plastic
Yeah.
grins. Come
All
on.
right. Our arms are down. We've got kumquat armpits. We're relaxed. Arms up. Leave that arm in second. Yay, it's so fun. And tendu front. Pull it in.
Oh.
And front.
Oh wait, there we go.
Pull it in. Stay square. Don't let your hips rotate. Keep that leg stretched, both legs stretched. To the side, here we go. Side and in. So keep that supporting leg stretched. Lift up out of those hips. We're so tall. And one more, I need your foot to love the floor more. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Yes. To the back. Your tendu's on your butt crack, all right? Yes. And tendu. So cross up more behind you even.
Okay.
Yes, yes! When it hurts and feels terrible, you're on the right track.
You can say yes, Queen, I don't mind. I might
To the
find it
side.
encouraging.
Side and in. Show me the inside of those heels. Yes, lift.
Oh yeah, smiles.
Yeah, one
Smiles,
more.
everyone.
And show me that finish, nice and tall. It was the best performance of your entire life. And now the magic words, relax. Okay.
It's really wild. You could feel once you find your balanced point, you do kind of sense that you're just ramrod straight. It's like a steel bolt running right through your whole body.
Yeah, there's a reason why we say supporting leg. This is it. This is what holds you. And doing this work, this is why ballet is, to me, super fascinating. It's literally a touchstone into history. These things that we're doing literally came out of Louis XIV's court, these positions.
It feels almost like pole dancing, where it's just like this is to be the pole and everything else is doing the dance.
Being all graceful and sassy and spinning in circles, yeah. These positions that we do, first, second, fourth, fifth, they're almost, you can see some similarities in when we teach you the guards in sword fighting. And in fact, the manuals on ballet and sword fighting are happening at the same time in history. But the reason that we're in these turned out positions is because you're performing in a room for the court. That's how ballet started. Ballet was about spectacle, showing strength and prowess, not only physically, but also look at me, how rich I am, I'm putting on this production, it's amazing. But you don't want to turn your back on these people who are important, right? And so we have all of these movements that say, oh, I'm dancing, but I'm not ever really turning my back on you. I might turn, but I'm coming back to being very frontal and floating. So that's why we train in these turned out positions, to give us lots of mobility and be able to be
Open.
more frontal.
And I suppose in a court, it's important that nobody feels slighted.
It's very important, and in the court of Louis XIV, he is so maniacal about hierarchy that you sat on a different kind of chair at these functions. So if you're like lowbrow, you're like, I'm on a stool, yay. And as your level goes up, the back of the chair goes up, and then you're like, oh, I'm lounging, this is great.
Like,
Like,
you get one of those fancy gamer chairs
Yeah.
with like the thing.
You
You got glowing tiles behind you, and
Yeah.
you're shouting like and
Yeah.
subscribe.
Yeah,
Exactly.
haptics.
So what changes without a bar?
now you have to hold yourself up.
I was about to say, we fall. That's what
I
happens.
was about to say.
So in ballet, a full ballet class is 90 minutes. You're spending 45 minutes of that at the bar and 45 minutes in center. Everything that you've done at the bar is preparation for something you're going to do out here. Pliés are preparation for jumps. Tendus also go into jumps and turns and all kinds of things. So right now, we're going to take that tendu combination we did. Now we're going to do it in center and without the bar, and we're going to have to still maintain our body position, straight legs, and our breezy attitude.
And so we still, as if we had it on, and we just become this, I guess?
Correct. Out here, now that we don't have the bar, we've got this first position, which is known as the gateway, because when you do this port de bras, carriage of the arms, it all goes through here. When you open up into second, you kind of want to, I like to make a hockey joke if anybody watches hockey. This is a good cue unless you're a hockey player and your peripheral vision is crap. So I still want to see the insides of my elbows in my peripheral vision. I also want my arms to be slightly lower than my shoulders because this makes you appear taller. And there's a slight curve, like you're getting ready to hug someone, right?
Okay.
We don't ordinarily invite people into hugs like, right?
Does fingers splayed matter?
Fingers do matter, so relax your arms for a second.
Yeah.
This is an easy breakdown of how to have a natural ballet hand. So we're gonna make little puppies, right? We're gonna tuck our thumbs in like it's the number 4. And we still have this slight puppy elevation, right? And it's just kind of like relaxed. It's very Michelangelo moment of creation, finger reaching out, right? So you're tucking your thumbs because we don't want hamburger hands,
Right.
right? So your thumbs are tucked in a little bit like a number 4, and then these 2 fingers in the middle drop down slightly as if the same feeling of when you're making like a quiet coyote. And then this finger reaches out. That's how you have a very chill, relaxed, graceful ballet hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
People paint me all the time.
God's always touching me.
So in our first position, we're gonna come up and out. We're gonna be working with our right, which means we have to do this shift of our plumb line to our left. And we're just gonna do tendu front. And we're gonna make it more tricky now. We're gonna go side, back, and side. Shift your weight back to both. Now go to the right, because we're gonna work the left.
Oh.
And side, and back, and side.
Why is it so much harder on the wrong side?
There was definitely some cramping in my left foot.
Right? So bring your arms, curve your arms a little bit. Yes, there you go. All right, we're gonna put on some music. You can open your arms a little bit. If you step back a little bit and stagger, you'll be able to get your full breadth of your arms. So in that first position, we're still saying, hi, I'm ready to go. I'm gonna be over here so you guys can see, but I wanna be able to watch you. Open, shift, because you're gonna move your right, and front, and in. Side, and in, to the back. Very nice. Side, and center, shift. Front, and in. Side, stretch your legs, keep them stretched the whole time. Back, and side, and show me your finish. Kumquat armpits, heavy hands, and relax.
Super easy. I don't see what the big deal is.
Yeah, we're ready.
They're already giving us a standing ovation.
I know. Everybody's really proud of us. See the big smile on yeah, there it is. Smile on Annalise's face. That's the kind of enthusiasm and encouragement we need.
So that gives you guys a taste of center. So from here, we might, I don't know, let's go crazy. Let's just cast you guys into production. I think you're good to go.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I'm assuming all these are the barest of fundamentals, and I guess we're gonna have to do an advanced ballet.
Grease 2.
Something, yeah,
Cats 2.
no.
No.
What would move on from here is what really throws everyone for a loop, turning. So turning is the complete antithesis to any sort of instinctual movement that you have, right? If you think about us being very fundamental beings, where your body inside is still like, you could be attacked by a bear.
Right.
Your body isn't interested in you doing this and then looking for bears, right? So your body fights against turning because it's super uncomfortable. So when we teach turning in dance, you have to do this thing called spotting. Let's go ahead and do this exercise. It's gonna be fun.
Okay.
So you're gonna start in parallel.
I believe you.
Put your fingertips on your shoulders, and you're gonna look out and find a spot on the wall. Something, anything, a person, whatever. So this is literally how you teach turns to 5-year-olds. Like, this is the first thing they do. So we're finding a spot, and I'm just gonna start doing lots of little steps. I'm keeping my nose facing my spot until I absolutely can't anymore, and then I whip my head around to get to that spot again.
Oh.
Whip. And this is
You
called
go
spotting.
faster and faster, don't you?
Yeah, you do keep going faster and faster. So you have to whip. Yes!
It hurts every time I do it.
Whip. Yeah!
Don't
Okay,
move
stop. Stop. See where you're at in life. Yeah?
Okay, I guarantee you my eyes are going like, yeah.
Kind of feel like I got a little Captain Jack Sparrow going on.
So in ballet, we believe in being even, so we should go the other way. Of course. So that you even out the twisting that you just did. So go ahead and set yourselves up, find your spot. So you gotta keep your nose, keep your nose facing the wall.
Yep.
Yep. Now whip it. Yes! Yes!
I think I've done too much the other way.
Okay, cool. This is what, if I'm just gonna demonstrate for you super quick, when you keep building on this spotting knowledge so that you can do all kinds of turns. So you can do a pirouette, right, here. And you can see my head turns twice on one revolution.
Right.
Okay? Then you also have turns where you're now moving and you're going across the floor and you're spotting.
Oh dear.
And then you have a thing in ballet called alternant en ménage.
Yeah.
Turns in a circle, right? So now my spot has to move. So if I'm here, I'm spotting here, and then I'm spotting here, and then I'm spotting here, and then I'm spotting here.
Oh, it's a circle within a circle.
Exactly. Right? You guys are, okay, there we go, all right. That would be an example of, this is what you learn at 5.
Right.
And then this is advanced ballet.
You just want to give it a try?
Where can we find more of your stuff? Austin.
Okay.
So we're gonna start out with the basics of, we'll do chaîné turns, which is an across the floor. This is easier to learn than the pirouettes I did, which is the turning on one leg. Fingertips on shoulders again, so we don't have to worry about it. So if you come and stand behind me, we all face the same way.
Okay.
We're gonna be spotting this way now. I'm gonna step, now I'm gonna body half step on the same diagonal line, whip my head, whip my head. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
You guys, congratulations. You can now graduate pre-ballet.
We did it, pre-ballet!
Wait, pre-ballet?
Yeah.
All right, let me see your best. Let me see.
So you can speed it up if you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Get in the zone.
Do.
Yeah. The nose knows.
The
Lead with your nose.
The
The nose knows.
What am I, clockwise or counterclockwise?
I'm gonna give you a ballet turn, and we're gonna go on to Don. So we're turning.
It's one or the other.
Turn to the right, clockwise.
Okay. It's like, there's a new direction apparently. Okay, got it. To the right.
You got it? Gee, I was feeling it. Was
That was so good.
I don't believe you. You got this. Oh.
Wow.
it was almost it. I was almost onto something.
You were almost taking out Brant. And I was like, get him. Nothing against you, Brant, but I wanted it to happen.
Oh.
So you see how difficult it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, before our big finale, where can we find more of your stuff?
You can find us at historicalweaponsguild.com, and we have a class schedule on there, so if you just are dying to take ballet at this point, which I hope everyone is, you can come and take class with me once a week right here on Sundays.
All right.
Big finish?
Yeah, big finish. Kumquats.
Sorry. So we learned 3 different things. Is there any way to combine them into a rudimentary ballet dance?
You're gonna nail it.
No.
Absolutely. So what we can do is we can just like, bam, cast a mini ballet right now. Anthony is gonna be our king, right? Totally fair. And you guys are gonna be, let's say, some groomsmen who are
Court assassins.
which is what I meant to say, court assassins. And for whatever reason, this is now going to become a dance assassination. There is pantomime in classical ballet because a lot of times you need to progress a storyline, just like an opera or whatever. You've got your recitative.
Oh, you need to pretend you know how to dance.
Yes. It's going to be great. So what we're going to do real quick is we'll have this moment of like, oh my gosh, I hear something. The king is coming. We need to dance for him. Like that needs to happen.
We need to dance for him.
Right?
Okay.
It's gonna be a live art collaboration. I'm gonna choreograph on the spot. It's gonna be fantastic.
I'm really excited.
It's not gonna be stressful at all. It's gonna be beautiful.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. You're just like wandering through the palace, you know, being majestic, relaxed, beautiful.
Kumquats and armpit.
And then all of a sudden Brian goes, oh my gosh, the king is coming, I hear. Yeah. He's showing up.
That
So-
guy.
Beautiful. You've set up your storyline. Now you're gonna dance it out. Start in your first position.
Okay.
Here we go. And you're just gonna do a plié and stretch while you think about being a dance assassin. Plié and stretch. Now you're gonna tendu front. Doesn't even matter what leg, because you just roll that way. And then switch to the other leg front. You've danced so beautifully. Give me that port de bras, the arms up and out. Yes, you're being so majestic. Yes. And then, because you're dance assassins, we're gonna do the penultimate. It's the death symbol. Oh my gosh. Do it, yes.
Oh no, but we
You
always
can
straight
plié,
leg?
get into
Wait,
it. It
okay,
doesn't
good,
matter.
good,
Do
good.
what you need to do. Yeah. So your ballet has concluded. Your audience is on its feet. They are clapping for you. They're throwing roses. They're saying brava, brava, brava. So you guys need to have your bow moment, and there's a very nice way to have this cavalier bow. Okay, so you guys are gonna stand. It's a very relaxed third position. So you're kind of here, and you guys actually get to sink into this hip now and bend this front leg. We've all seen male dancers,
Yep.
right? What's going on in front? It's
Yep.
almost like you're making space for it now as you're like, I just danced amazing.
wow.
Look at my masculinity.
My
That
business.
was very subtly put.
Yeah. you're going to leave this hand with your kumquat armpit at your side. This one comes up, and your elbow pulls in close to your body, and you just let your head follow, like I was just so goddamn amazing. And then if they're still clapping, which obviously are, you're gonna do it again. And then the curtain closes, and they're like, no, we need more. And it opens up again, and you guys go again, because it was that good. And then Anthony gets to come in for a hot second and give a bow, because he's like a small player. He stands behind, because he's not you guys. And he gives a small bow as well. And that's it.
And then finally we kill him.
At the end of every episode, dude. We spin off camera. Peace out, King.
I can't possibly.
I think I have whiplash. Good job, though. Oh, hey, yeah. It's a little freestyle there. I had to.
We killed him with kindness.
We killed him with ineptitude.
Happened again, dude.
What? No.
Credit cards are dumb. They're dumb. They're dumb. They're dumb.
No.
They're dumb. Okay, so in this case, a credit card goes bad, it gets stolen or whatever. There was this, our P.O. box is gone because I was not smart enough to use privacy.com. That old credit card at some point got compromised, and then they continued the service for like 6 months, and then only last month did they announce, oh yeah, by the way, you ain't been paying us. We gave your P.O. box to someone else. We're gonna have to have a brand new P.O. box, and it's because I wasn't using privacy.
You can more efficiently manage your finances if you break everything up into discrete little payments that no one can trace, even if it's for legitimate purchases, like a post office box.
That's just it, man, is I don't have to worry about stuff getting compromised when I create a privacy card. These one-time use cards are amazing.
Yeah, if you're making a purchase with privacy, it is not opening hackers up to a greater doorway to all of your finances.
Okay, like I know in my logic brain that I'm not responsible for anything that a hacker steals my credit card and does with it, but I am responsible for the dumb waste of time it takes to fix all of this crap. Privacy.com/rogue. They'll even give you $5 to sign up right now. Press a little button, you're able to generate a card, each one for a specific purpose, so that if that one gets compromised, you don't have to worry about it.
You don't have to be this guy.
Don't be this guy.
Offer and link in the description below.
Like I have bad IT bands and sometimes I feel it up in my hip. Is this all the same thing connected? I just realized I asked you a doctor question. I shouldn't have done that.
So
Forget I said that.
Do I need some ointment on this?
You know, it's like,
do you know what this
Do you
is?
see this rash?
I mean,
I'm
Be
not
honest.
sure that my 4-year performing arts degree in Bachelor of Fine Arts qualifies me for this.